Hello everybody, and welcome to Ancient Architects. Please subscribe now to get the latest ancient history news and independent research from around the world. Pyramids are found all over the world, with famous examples in Egypt, Mexico, Cambodia, China and so on. But I do learn something every day, and I didn't know there was one in France. Overlooking the town of Autun in central eastern France, there is an ancient monument called the Pyramid of Cestius, named after the hamlet of Cestius, near to which the ruined pyramid is located. Close by there is also an historic necropolis. Obviously, as the pictures show, the monument today is a ruin, but originally, when it was built in the 1st century AD, it had a square base around 10.5 metres or 35 feet long on each side, with a height of 22.65 metres or 74 feet. In form, it would have looked more like a Nubian pyramid than Egyptian. It was built not long after the Pyramid of Cestius in Rome, which dates to between 18 and 12 BC. It is believed to have once been covered in white marble, giving the monument an incredible finish. Interestingly, Autun was founded by the Romans under the rule of Emperor Augustus, and was originally called Augustodunum, and this ancient city may have been home to as many as 30,000 to 100,000 people. It was the civitas or tribal capital for the surrounding region. You can still find Roman walls, gates and even an amphitheatre in the town. So, the Pyramid of Cestius certainly has a Roman origin, built during a time when this part of France was an important centre in the Roman territory. But of course, battles lead to destruction, you get new rulers, new people and so on, and the origins and history of this pyramid have all become lost. Today it stands out as a strange anomaly in the landscape, and for the past few hundred years it has captured the human imagination. Here we can see an 18th century watercolour of the pyramid by Jean-Baptiste Lallemande. Records show that excavations took place in 1640 by the Abbot of Castile, in the hope of finding an internal chamber. Sadly, he found nothing, the pyramid clearly being a solid structure of stone. More excavations did take place in the 19th century, as well as work to renovate the base, and the entire site was also surveyed, yet nothing substantial was discovered. But in 1960, a so-called magic tablet made of lead and measuring 15.8 by 5.8 centimetres was found at the site, apparently dating back to the 2nd century AD, well within the Roman era of Autun. It has clear inscriptions in Latin and Greek, as well as a large cross. The artefact now resides in the Rollin Museum in Autun. As we can see today, there is a large cavity in its side, as well as a number of patched up holes, damage that was caused during excavations by the antiquarians of old, and the overall condition of this once square-based pyramid is certainly not the best. To try and preserve the monument for future generations, cement mortar was put onto the structure in the 1980s, but this meant the stones and masonry could not breathe properly, and more damage was being inflicted. By the beginning of the 21st century, the pyramid was crumbling more and more frequently, and so a new campaign was set up to restore the ancient monument. The plan was to remove the cement from the 1980s and apply a type of lime to the original joints, which is kinder to the stonework. The whole structure was planned to be secured, and the cost of the work was estimated to be €275,000. Earlier this year the entire structure was covered in scaffolding, and as far as I know the work has now been completed, and the pyramid should remain strong for at least another 40 years. So, what was the purpose of this ancient pyramid? The close proximity to an historic necropolis, and the fact there is no chamber inside, leads experts to believe it was likely a cenotaph, paying tribute to the memory of an important person of history, possibly a local Roman ruler of this ancient civitas. It could also be a burial monument, and although excavations have taken place, an undiscovered burial beneath the monument is still not impossible, and the lead tablet could well be a relic related to the deceased or some kind of offering from future people. This is another site that was shown to me by David Hanrahan on Twitter, whose page I've linked below, and is something I didn't know even existed until very recently. If you know of any hidden gems around the world that often go unnoticed, please do comment below and I'll look to make a series of videos on such sites. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Ancient Architects. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, and please leave a comment below. Thank you very much.